Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mongo Slay, and today we're going to talk about Joey Ryan suing his speaking out accusers and the response that people have been giving from this. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably already know Joey Ryan was hit with multiple speaking out accusations back in June of 2020, and it really destroyed his career. Most of his businesses and stuff like that were closed or downsized to a great degree. He has a lot of well, here's the lawsuit. I got the lawsuit right here. I don't want to read it all, but let's read some of the damages that he claims took place. This is from Heal by Nature. I will put it in the description if you want to read it yourself. We're going to skip over the Instagram followers and all that type of stuff. But he says he lost revenues from his bar wrestling promotions, including Bootleg Theater in Los Angeles, American Legion Hall in Baldwin Park, and Glass House in Pomona. Lost revenues from bar wrestling in the amount of $1,500 per month from distribution and streaming services and $2,000 per month with 2 events per month. Lost revenues from merchandising in the amount of $1,000 per month. Lost revenues in his Patreon account of over $3,000 per month. Lost revenues of his Cameo account in the amount of $500 per month. Lost revenues from Twitch account the amount of $1,000 per month, plus subscription shares and tips from subscribers. Lost revenues from wrestling performances and bookings, $8,000 to $10,000 per month. And he said that he, of course, lost his Impact Wrestling contract, which was over $20,000 or something to that effect. I'm not going to use the names of the women, but this is a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. And it's a huge lawsuit. And a lot of people are angry that he's filing this lawsuit. I've seen various wrestling journalists, some from Fightful, some from other sites that are well, that's really what he wants though. Like one of the things that he wants, on top of all the money that he's owed from the damage that they've done to his reputation, he also wants all of the defamatory information taken from the internet. So he wants all these websites to take the stuff down, which is all fair. None of this is unfair. He's not asking for anything unfair from what I see. But I haven't read the entire 12-page document either. I just read, what Heal by Nature put up on their website. But none of it looks unfair. Maybe it's inflated, but you talk about this guy who had a complete reputation destruction. His reputation was set on fire. And he's pretty much a pariah. Win or lose on this lawsuit, he's a pariah. And this is going to be a very difficult lawsuit for him to win, because it's very difficult to prove defamation. So you have to prove that it didn't happen. These events did not take place. Now, a couple of weeks ago, probably a month or two ago, so this September now, it'll probably be October. But a couple of months prior to this, he actually put out a YouTube video. He spent an hour breaking down the various accusations against him. And of course, some of the same people claimed was, attacking him, saying he needs to shut up, he needs to go away. And this is why this is why he's suing. He's suing because he's not allowed to tell his side of the story. Look, I don't like Joey Ryan, okay? He's a fucking turd. He's a fucking weirdo. Everybody knows that he made people grab his nuts and all that type of stuff to do his stupid wrestling gimmick. But a lot of these people who are now telling Joey Ryan to shut up were his fans last year. When people were saying like, man, how could y'all sit here and watch Joey Ryan? Oh, it's fun, it's funny. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, Joey Ryan, he's so horrible. I've seen people do this with Will Ospreay too. Like, I've seen people start saying like, oh, Will Ospreay, he sucks, because they're mad at Will Ospreay because of the thing. Apparently something he did and helped blackball some girl. It was something stupid. And I was saying Will Ospreay sucked because he can only really have Power Rangers fight scenes. And these kung fu 1970s fight scenes. That's all he's been able to do. So they're not saying this because they mean it. They're saying it because they're angry at the guy for something that he may or may not have done that they cannot prove one way or the other. My opinion of this is he has a right to defend himself and defend his honor and his reputation. It was the same thing with Matt Riddle, because Matt Riddle filed I don't think he filed a lawsuit. I think he went and tried to get a restraining order against this woman who she said that he raped her. And people were angry at Matt Riddle, and they were angry at his lawyer, and then they, been attacking him ever since. Apparently, you're supposed to just roll over and take these accusations laying down. You're not supposed to fight them. You're not supposed to sue anybody. You're not supposed to defend yourself or your reputation. You're not supposed to explain. You're not supposed to do anything. You're just supposed to just stand there and be set on fire. And that makes no sense. Like, you could tell that these people just have I don't want to say they're evil. That's being a bit over the top. They just have no sense of justice. They have no virtue. Like having a sense of justice simply means giving to people what is their due, right? If Joey Ryan is a bad wrestler who has a bad gimmick, he does not deserve to wrestle for that. Whether he is a monster outside of the ring is not for me to say, because I can't tell you 100% fact as if I was there that he did. So he has every right to attempt to, protect himself in public, because he was besmirched in public. And it's the same for every other guy who was attacked. Everybody. You can tell your story if you want, but then when somebody starts slapping lawsuits around, all of a sudden it's, oh, you need to shut up. Yeah, fuck you. I can't believe you would do that. You're so terrible. It's like it's whole organizations that are protecting these women. Like this, the woman who is that's involved with Matt Riddle, she has like a multi-million-dollar organization behind her. That's like funded by like Hollywood actresses and all that type of stuff. That's what you have here. You have government behind these people, and you have this one guy, and they try to make it always about the power dynamics. So about the power dynamics. It's like, no, it's about a sense of justice, it's about legal and the law and all that type of stuff. Did he do what she said he did? She should be able to prove it. It's been months, and the guy's career is over. Win or lose, Joey Ryan's career is over. Now, Matt Riddle, maybe not. Velveteen Dream, maybe not. Austin Theory, maybe not. But there's a lot of people for whom once these accusations came out and they denied them, their careers were still over. Whether you denied it or not, your career was pretty much over. People are just going to continue to complain infinitum forever, and it's going to hang over your head forever. That's not fair, okay? If you did not do anything, you have a right to try to defend yourself. And I don't understand why these people, I do understand it. It's because it's not their life. It's not their life, and they don't have any sense of justice. Anybody with a sense of justice want to say, well, look, even if I don't care, which I don't care about Joey Ryan at all. But ultimately, I'm not going to say fuck Joey Ryan because he filed a lawsuit against some girls who said that he raped them or something like that. Come on. Why do I care? Why would I be holding that grudge? Why am I carrying that torch? I don't hold that grudge. I don't carry that torch. I don't care. Either way. Got him off. I hate that was the reason that he got taken off TV. That was a bad reason to get taken off TV. And I would hate to be Joey Ryan and have to try to explain to the very few people who have any sort of inkling of justice that, hey, this is what happened, this is what's going on, this is unfair, this is not right, this is untrue. And then people could pick it apart or whatever, but you're just getting your side out there. And then you want to take it to the court and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Blah, blah, blah. You cannot blame somebody for wanting to defend their own reputation. You can't. Because you would do it too. Nobody takes the L and just lays there in shit that somebody else threw on them. Unless you're one of these guys who admitted it. And if you admitted it, then okay, that is what it is. But Joey Ryan is just trying to defend himself. You can call him a scumbag. You can call him whatever you want. But what he's doing is not wrong. He's not doing anything I wouldn't do. If you said something about me that's not true, I would sue you, yes. So what? You would too. If I said some shit about you that cost you your job, you would sue me too. You would be a fool not to. It's silly. It's absolutely silly. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you guys later.